Good evening, everyone. My name is Asila Faiza, and I'm honored to welcome you to the presentation of our ebook, Correspondence in International Relation, Diplomacy, and Communication. But firstly, I want to introduce our group. In our group, there are myself, Asila Feza Diandra, and Diana Lintang Prihatiningsih from Digital Office Administration 2022. And also Amelia Kellien and Azahra Nazwar from Office Administration Education 2023. Without any further ado, let's begin to our ebook.
Okay, thank you, Asila. Now we will explain the chapter 2 about discussion, and the first point material is correspondent in diplomacy. Correspondent in diplomacy has been an important part of diplomatic history and practice. Correspondent in diplomacy is the procedure of social relation that occur within a country, institution, or the company through correspondence. In some sorts, diplomatic correspondence is seen as an important tool in diplomacy, enabling effective communication and resolution of issues arising in relation between countries or between individuals. Okay, the next point material is basic concept and significance of correspondence in diplomacy.
Okay, thank you, Diana. Correspondence in diplomacy refers to official communication by letter, telegram, of other means between governments of sovereign states. This communication serves as the primary means of communication, coordinating, and securing the national interests of the country through official and formal channels. Correspondence has some important significance in diplomacy. There is official communication, policy monitoring, protection of national interests, and development of diplomatic relations. The next point material is history of diplomatic correspondence. The history of diplomatic letters has a long and complicated background. Here are some important points in the history of diplomatic letter. There is Roman Empire, Byzantium, Islam, modern times, and the evolution of diplomatic law. The next point material is development of correspondence from handwritten letters to email and modern communication technologies. The evolution of the communication from handwritten letters into email and modern communication technology correspondence as a means of communication between humans has grown rapidly since in introduction. From handwritten letter to email to modern communication technologies, correspondence has become more effective and efficient in information exchange. The next material is communication in international relations.
Okay, thank you, Zahra. In the 20th century, international communication was born in America, Britain, and most of Europe in the context of propaganda, national expansion, and conquest. The field of international communication studies was already part of the field of international relations institutionalized in America around the 1690s. According to Stevenson, international communication has an understanding that it's hard to define, but you know it when you see it. It's something that is difficult to see, as well as the opinions of experts who each provide different terms about international communication. From the definition explained above it can be seen that international communication focuses more on the study of international relations. In its focus so far, international relations are centered on interaction between countries and between governments carried out by means of diplomacy. Okay, the last point materi in chapter 2 is case study.
Okay, thank you, Diana. In this time, we took the case about diplomatic correspondence between the Kingdom of Siam and Batavia Castle. For the next point is about methodology.
Okay, thank you, Amel. So the methodology is the first is source identification. For source identification, we use database selection, like using credible academic database such as Google Scholar. And search keyword, we use business correspondence, business communication, correspondence ethics, technology in business communication, business writing strategies, and last is cross-cultural communication. And for data collection, we do data compilation and data organization based on main themes. And for data analysis, we use method, descriptive analysis, thematic analysis, narrative synthesis, discussion, and interpretation. Writing strategy, we use technique correspondence writing, correspondence ethics such as ethical communication standards in writing business, role of technology, and the last is challenge and strategies in cross-cultural and cross-national correspondence. And for conclusion, we use main finding. So our main finding is presenting practical implication for business professionals to enhance their correspondence, and then providing recommends for further research. Okay, the next point material is research result.
Okay, thank you, Ashila. For the first result is effective correspondence. Effective correspondence includes several elements that must be applied during the writing process, including the use of clear language, neat structure, clear objective, authorized correspondence. And the second result is factors influencing effectiveness of correspondency in diplomacy. The following factors influence the effectiveness of correspondence in diplomacy is national interest, policy, confidence building measure or CBM, communication, and SWOT analysis. For the third result is a comparison between electronic communication versus the traditional communication. There is some aspect for the difference. The first aspect is media, range, feedback, storage, cost, availability, and security. For the next point is the conclusion.
Okay, thank you, Amel. And the last chapter is conclusion. In the context of international relations, correspondence play a very important role in diplomacy and interstate communication. This journal has explored various aspects of correspondence in the context of diplomacy, clarifying the importance of effective communication between countries. Okay, that's all the material presentation. I return it to the moderator.
Okay, thank you guys. So guys, here's our reference. We use 4 reference for this ebook. Okay, thank you everyone for your attention for our book Correspondence in International Relations, Diplomacy and Communication. That's all from us. We hope this session has provided you with valuable insights and spark in your interest in further exploring the dynamics of diplomacy. Please feel free to reach out if you have any question or need further information. Have a great day and thank you for joining us.